Okay, so it looks like we're live now. I was just gonna do a quick live here tonight. Due to some technical difficulties, the other two people were not able to watch all of the AEW pay per view tonight. They had some stream issues and cut out here and there. So I wanted to come on here, and I did get to watch it all. I got to watch it all in a theater at one of the theatrical releases. It was a great time. I highly recommend anyone does that if they get a chance to. But because they didn't get a chance to watch it all, they're not going to be here to do a review. They can't review a show that they didn't watch. They didn't watch all. They got to see most of the matches, but they missed a couple of the big ones, including the main event due to stream issues. But I wanted to just touch base on here, do a quick live. If anyone shows up, chat with them, see if what they thought of it real quick. This is not going to be for the audio version of the podcast. This will just be for anyone who decides to join here. Probably not only going to be on for about 15-20 minutes unless unless the conversation gets really heated or whatever. Um, but I wanted to hop on here because we normally go live on Sunday nights, and I didn't want anyone to think that we just were punking out for whatever reason. But yeah, no, I got to go see the AEW Revolution in theater, one of the Joe Hand Productions things at the Marcus Theaters here in Omaha, Nebraska. Less people there than I was hoping. I was really hoping for a fairly packed house, and there were maybe only about 10 or so people there, maybe 15 all told. But it's still, I mean, getting to see Revolution on a 30 plus foot screen, better than actually watching it at home, and in some ways better than being there. Now, don't get me wrong, I would have much preferred to have been at Revolution. This night was bonkers. It was absolutely bonkers. We'll talk about it tomorrow night. But the simple fact is, this night was insane. The amount of stuff that happened, the things that happened specifically, nuts. NUTZ nuts. Um, but seeing it on a 30-foot screen with a ginormous soda in your hand, people around you to yell and scream and applaud at things. And this particular theater has those really nice, comfy recliner seats that you can lean back and nearly fall asleep in. They're really comfortable. Um, so I highly recommend it if you get a chance to. I mean, again, go see it live if you can. If you're in an area or have the ability to travel, definitely go see the thing live. But wow, it's just, I mean, my brain's still buzzing from the stuff that happened. The just sheer stuff. So much stuff happened. I don't even have like a recap or anything pulled up, just because, like I said, I'm only going to be here for 10-15 minutes or so. I just wanted everyone to know that yeah, we're not going to be doing the full stream tonight like we normally do. That being said, that means I get to get some sleep before going to work tomorrow. So, but yeah, no, all in all, I don't think there was a bad match on the night. Um, and I know people will call me an AEW mark, for saying it. But I seriously don't. Um, Arguably best pay per view of the year. There was not a single match that didn't hit in some way, shape, or form. Uh, I mean, the pre-show matches were what pre-show matches should be. So you had the Hook versus QT Marshall match. You had the Chris Statlander versus Layla Hirsch match. Um, they were what they needed to be. Jade Cargill versus Ty Conti was what it needed to be. It made Ty Conti look like a badass, but still set Jade Cargill up to be the badass that she is. There was some moments in there where it seemed like they were trying to get us some babyface on Jade Cargill. I don't know about that. The Chris Jericho versus Eddie Kingston match was nuts. Just straight off the bat, just nuts. I mean, it was just a brawl, was what it was. There wasn't any like massive spots in it like you'd see in some of the later matches, but it was just nuts. The Face of the Revolution ladder match was what we expected it to be, to have Christian Cage, Orange Cassidy, Ricky Starks, Powerhouse Hobbs, Wardlow, and Keith Lee all in one match. So there was plenty of Hoss battle. There's plenty of just absolute crazy, over-the-top moves. Again, the word nuts. This show was nuts. That's what it was. The AHFO versus Darby and Sting and Sammy Guevara match. I mean, I don't know what else you could ask for out of it. You had a 62-year-old man take a dive off of a balcony through a stack of tables. You had Sammy Guevara and Isaiah Cassidy do a Spanish fly off of the top of the entranceway through tables. I mean, it was nuts. That's the word. I just can't stop going back to that word. Red Dragon versus Young Bucks versus Jurassic Express for the AEW World Tag Team titles was a great one. Lots of spots in that match here and there, setting up more storyline for the fall apart of Red Dragon and Young Bucks. So that's setting up things there. CM Punk versus MJF was a bloodbath, a literal bloodbath. And again, to use a phrase, nuts. It was nuts. It's insane. Having CM Punk come out to his old Ring of Honor theme made me wonder if that was something that Ring of Honor had licensed, and so it came through that purchase, or whether Tony Khan specifically went out of his way to license it from AFI. Either way, it was fun to see. Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa. Britt Baker came out with a brand new women's world title, which is the last time they came out with a new title. Hikaru Shida came out with the new title and then lost it the next night. So I was a little worried that Britt Baker was going to lose. The new women's title is beautiful. It's beautiful. It's everything the women's title should have been from the beginning. I've got on the record before saying I wasn't a huge fan of. The design was fine, but it was just too small. Even when they made it bigger, it was still too small. This one, not too small, looks beautiful. It's got all the features you could want in that title. Bryan Danielson versus Jon Moxley, another bloodbath, which we knew was going to happen from that, but then ended with a surprise appearance. Nuts, right? And then the world title match, Hangman Adam Page versus Adam Cole Bay. Nuts. I'm going to keep using that word, which is why, I guess I'll have to sit down and think of another word before we do our actual review tomorrow night. But I'm not going to take too much time. I just wanted to go live tonight just to make sure everyone knew that the full review is going to come tomorrow. We had technical problems, and 2 of the 3 of us didn't get to watch the whole show, and it just didn't make sense for us to do a full review show if we didn't all watch it. So, but yeah, nuts. Show is nuts. NUTZ nuts. But yeah, make sure to come back tomorrow night, Monday night. Maybe we'll even try to go a little earlier. I know we've got WWE Raw tomorrow night, but I'm going to have a hard time watching WWE Raw after this AEW. It was nuts. It was insane. Isaiah Swerve Scott officially signed. We knew he would sign a few weeks ago, but he officially signed tonight. Whose house? Swerve's house. Nuts. God, it's just my mind's still reeling, but yeah, I think that's all I was gonna do here. Is, like I said, I just wanted everyone to know that the typical Sunday night show is gonna take place tomorrow night. So, deuces.